All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Watch the run, right.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up. Check 3.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, Mike 7. Check Mike 34.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers and Blake, the tight end's got it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Go. 34's Mike. He's coming. Check in. Down to lose 1.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Under Underneath, he's got Brate. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. This is Breida. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jurrell Casey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Right there. 54 Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo. Deep, man up, deep. 34's a mic, 34's a mic. Keep it home.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Murray from midfield. Catch made here by Campbell. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 26. Check 26.
On 2nd down, Love. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Could be 4 down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. On first down, here's Love. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They run with Breida. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On third down, a run from Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They run for it with Breida. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Check, nickel.
Going to give it to Love. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the ground, this is Michel. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Rodgers, a free play. Complete, he finds Bray. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Following the penalty, Michel. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Michel, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
The Niners' 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the toss, here's Michel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go.
88.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
16, 18. Right now, you got 58. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
You don't want no problem from me.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. Sanders' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run again with Breida. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and 5.
Set, ready. Hey, Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got an open man. That's Campbell. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Here we go.
Go.
On third down, here's Love. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I'm scared. Hatchet.
On the carry, it's Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Breida. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jurrell Casey picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Check.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Come on now, let's go. Let's go now. It's our time. It's our time. 66, pull it, half, check, go down. Right now, ready.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Saints 13. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
50 the mark. Let's go, tight end.
26. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey,
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Underneath, he's got Brait. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 down, 3 down.
Boxing. Jump out.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the air.
Now a give to Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Breida, he'll draw the right side. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. SOS.
Rodgers going to throw. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll check this one down to Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, check 26.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Breida. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. Flushed it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
Check.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.